So, welcome everybody. We have a real life meeting with the compas. I want to say compas with the friends at Freelance Navigator. These are our clients, really close clients, people that we trust and we hold dear to our hearts. So, we invited them to our headquarters and we're gonna be basically talking to them.
How is freelance navigator? It is a structure. Like I
Hmm.
see a lot of guys here. Like who does what and
Hmm.
why.
So yeah, my name is Manuel Rojo. I'm part of the core team in Freelance Navigator. Right now, I am the product manager, which means I do all the courses. That's why also we're here together to refine the course and make it better.
Hey, my name is Daniel. I'm the COO of Freelance Navigator. I'm in charge of operations, and I'll be here if you want to change something or if you really need to speak to someone. I'll be there for you.
Hello, I'm Beto. I'm currently turning into the Dream Job Mentor. I'm still reviewing a lot of the content, making fixes, working on internal projects, so that you guys can have the best experience here at Freelance Navigator.
And then it's me, founder. I started this thing, and it's a huge story that I'm gonna resume in 15 seconds. I noticed when I was 19 years old that the difference between getting paid in the States versus in Costa Rica was a difference, a gap of at least double to triple the difference. So I felt like it was unfair. And the reason why is because I come from a very poor family. My dad left the family, so I was in a very heavy financial pressure moment when I was from 16 to 19. It was super tough for me. So I was always finding ways to make more money. And I didn't necessarily wanted to get more certifications because either you have to pay them and it requires more time. So for me, it became super evident that if people are making double, at least double what I'm making in Costa Rica with the same amount of skills, I just needed to find a way to connect with the companies who are paying those other people because there's no real difference. It's just location. So that's why I started using platforms like LinkedIn or Upwork to reach out to business owners in the States or Canada and Europe and just ask for an opportunity. I was willing to work for free. I just needed a chance. Because if I had a chance, I knew that I just needed to fucking prove myself. And I was so hungry for work. I knew that I just needed one opportunity and I was going to over deliver. I was going to work three times as much as my competitor or my coworker. And that is the spirit behind Freelance Navigator. It's just the injustice of like, just because your zip code is different, you get paid less. It felt unfair. And obviously I needed to learn English and that I did. So what you have today, the systems of Upwork and LinkedIn, they were burned through me feeling extremely anxious about money, knowing that I could have the same skills of someone else, I could be even better, and I could work even harder, and I would still get paid less in my country. So today, I'm the face of Freelance Navigator. I'm the one who started it, but definitely these people who are sitting here are the ones who now have the heavy lifting because I need to work on bringing this message and this technology and these methods and strategies to as much people as possible so that we can fucking escape. So that takes time away from me to be able to be on a day to day of the business. So I'm the face. I'm the one who's gonna be doing the marketing. I'm the one who's behind everything too. But mostly the day to day, the group calls, the product as a whole, the videos is no longer me because there's no need. You don't care about me. You care about the strategies. So my job is to bring in more people, and their job is to make sure that we're giving you the best fucking strategies ever.
What is the most challenging stuff
Mhm.
of creating a thing like this? Because always we always dreamed about create something, start a company or whatever. So what is the most challenging stuff?
That is amazing, man. You have to have a soul. Business, in many ways, is spiritual. You would think that business is more superficial, like it's about working more hours or getting more certifications or studying more or getting more experience. You'd be surprised how fucking spiritual business actually is. So there's gotta be a soul behind what you're doing. That's why Freelance Navigator, it is what it is. It's hard for people to reduce Freelance Navigator at just videos and and modules in a community. It's a movement. You guys drive all the way from your home on a weekend to come and meet us. It says a lot. So the reason why this works is because I was scratching my own itch. It was like something that was really close to me. And this is exactly the type of information and help that I wish I had when I was fucking 19, 21 years old, feeling all confused and anxious because my dad left my mom alone with 4 kids. So what's the most difficult stuff is to make sure that you're building something that is real. If you're pursuing just the cash, you can get some success, but it won't last. You can get some success, but it'll feel empty. You can get some success, but you'll feel lonely. If you build something to make others better, it's hard to get bored, it's hard to get tired, it's hard to be unfulfilled. So the hardest thing is to take the time to build something that will be alive and helping people after you're dead. And that's exactly what freelance navigator is. Easy to say, tough to do.
My question is, what are the abilities that we have to have in order to be a top performer?
You need to give a fuck about what you're doing, bro. You need to actually care, homie, on a daily basis. Your work should not be just you hitting a fucking keyboard. You know, it's like strange if you think about it. These screens, bro, these machines, we must spend the whole day in front of this fucking thing. Like, and there are some images, but that's like fake. You know, like 150 years ago, you'll be weird, just like sitting down all day, all crutch and stressed, and just like hitting on buttons, bro. It'd be weird. So number one thing is to know that your work it's an expression of you. So you should feel proud, bro. You should feel proud. Your manager is gonna assign you tickets on Jira or is gonna give you a project or whatever the fuck. And if you're just seeing things on this as superficial, meaning I'm just a robot and I'm gonna do this task and then I'm gonna get paid and then I can enjoy my life, you're dying, bro. You're missing the point. Your work should make you proud. Your work every day, you should feel like an artist or a craftsman or a builder. You should get to work, feel proud, wear a nice shirt, just like remember yourself every day that you might die in every second, every moment, especially driving here in Costa Rica. So every button that you press should be done with intention and presence and just be like this fucking project it's going to be a representation of me. So you put your heart and soul into that shit because it represents you. So then it brings the work to be way more than just a fucking money. And you do that on a long enough timeline, bro, and then you're making more money. And then you're like, I don't even know why I just get better. Yes, of course you're getting better because you are getting better. So then you first get better and then the money comes. I know that's a lot of information, but the first thing is to know that the work should be something that makes you feel proud. Once you understand that and you live it on a daily basis, it's hard to take your work for granted. So it's hard to find the shortcuts. It's hard to find the easiest way to do it. That is the first thing. And the second thing is to know that the decisions that you're doing today, you coming to this house, talking to us, the projects that you're taking today are not to give you something today, but to give you something in 6 months, the version of you in 6 months. Today, you're putting in the work, not for this person today, but the person that you will be in 6 months. We're always taking care of the person, the version of ourselves in 6 months. We do things today for him. So, bro, how much do you love yourself? How much do you want that version of you to be in a better place? So intensity in work, I need to make this the best way possible so that my version in 6 months is like, yo, I can chill today, well deserved. But then that version is gonna be aware of the version of him 6 months in the future. So if you approach work that way, really hard, bro, to not get better.
So the question is for me is how is it that you get to that point where you say, okay, this is the perfect client for me, or this is the perfect chance for me. And again, maybe the first try won't be like the perfect one, and it's gonna take like a few steps more. But anyway, just wanted to know how is it that you say this is the guy, or this is like the right spot for me?
Let's go. Let's go. This is juicy. Here's the deal, bros. Every time I answer a question, I need you to understand that every time you get something from me, it's way more than just this one answer for him. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna elevate you as consultants. I'm gonna elevate your work consciousness. I'm gonna bring you all to a next level of thinking. Okay? So that's the first thing. We need to reverse engineer everything. We have a goal. I want to make more money. Or in this case, how do I know that this is the specific type of product or this is the specific type of client that I will love to work with, work for? Always reverse engineering, just like any other engineering fucking exercise. Okay, let's walk backwards. Many people have this question, and what the way they go about it is to make a list of the things that they like. You know, let's talk career. I like to design. I like to program. I like to talk to people. But no one is making a list of the things that they hate. No one is making a list, clear list of the things that they don't like. Look at the question. How do I know that this is my ideal client? How do I know that this is my ideal project? How do I know that this is my ideal job? How do you know this is not, right? No one ever fucking sits down and think of this issue this way. So, step 1, make a list of the things that you don't want to do. Remember when we were in college and we would fucking have a test and it's be like for one question, 4, 6 potential answers. You'd be like, okay, let me find the one who is not so I can reduce the answers. Make a list of the things that you don't want to do. I'll give you an example. Do you want to work for ONG? Meaning, do you want to save the big, huge blue whale? Meaning, are you willing to sacrifice big paychecks in pros of changing the world? No, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. Fuck the whale, right? This is an example. Do you want to have political impact? Fuck, I don't even know about politics, bro. Fuck that shit. Great. So if now you know 2 things that you don't want to do, bro. So when you're in Upwork or LinkedIn and when you're finding jobs or projects or people to work with and you see saving the blue whale website, don't apply. Why would you apply?
And basically, the reason why I was asking this question is because, well, here in Costa Rica, you get like offers from companies, and it might sound like an appealing offer for you, but you don't know like the client until you get there. So what if you get there and you're saving whales?
I got you. Okay, hiring process. No one is putting a fucking gun on your head and be like, "Hey, wanna get hired?" You're like, "Oh, what the fuck, yes." No, but you're coming from a scarcity mindset. You didn't ask the questions to get information from the projects, the quarterly goals of that specific company throughout the hiring process because you were fucking afraid and you were like, "Yes, sir, yes, 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 I want the job. I need the job. I want more money. Please, please, need the job. Need it, please." You didn't sit laid back and be like, "I don't need this job." Hey, Mr. Prospect. Hey, Mr. Hiring Manager. Quick question. Just a question. Can you tell me a little bit about the day to day? Like, if I were to take this job, because I'm aware that you want me, but if I were, maybe, possibly, potentially, if I were to say yes, can you tell me a little bit about the day to day? What type of projects are you currently working on? Why? Tell me a little bit about your quarterly goals. If I were to say yes and we shake hands right now, what happens tomorrow? Do you guys have a specific type of client or project that you guys serve? Yes? Why? What type? Is there a specific DNA within this company of projects that you guys want to do? Values, projections? Tell me a little bit more about it. People don't ask these questions because people are fucking following the big dollar sign. And we're all afraid, and it's normal. So you shouldn't even find yourself in a situation where you say yes, you shake hands, you're like negotiating your life, your attention, your time, and then damn, bro, I don't give a fuck. I hate my job. Damn. So it's always a negotiation. You need to ask the questions for prospects, for potential peers, for companies throughout the entire process. Maybe the first 2 interviews is kind of chill with the recruiters. Maybe he's kind of cute, be like, hey, yeah, yes, I like this opportunity. I'm so excited. That's cool because she's nice, right? So that's cool. But if you have a director, you have a project manager, you have a senior, you'd be like, hey, man, just real quick, real quick. Listen, bro, the truth is, I'm part of Freelance Navigator. I know how to handle this. I know what to say. I'm ready, bro. So can you just tell me a little bit about what the fuck is happening? Why are you hiring? What happened to the person who had this job before? What project? Are you happy? You look a little stressed out, homie. What's going? You happy? No one is asking these questions. For clarity before. From now on, none of you are just going to be the yes, sir person. Avoid the yes, sir syndrome. You want to be more like the, maybe, I don't know, syndrome. Why should I work with you? Because it's one life, homies. It's not like you say yes to this job and then time stops somehow. Oh, but I'm getting experience. For what? I'm just getting experience. What for, bro? What are you gonna do with the experience? Have a plan? Do you know where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? You're choosing this specific client, this specific company, this specific project because it makes sense for you 3, 5, 7, 10 years in the future, or are you just fucking scared and need a paycheck? See? That is what I meant at the very beginning when I said I was gonna elevate the way you think. Because no one, the average worker is the first doesn't have the balls. Second, it doesn't even think about the possibility of being, actually, I don't want this job. Clarity, alignment, certainty only comes from men who know what they actually want. And those are the ones who are directors. Never in a fucking hiring process for a director position, you hear the guys who are applying for the job just being like, yes, 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 please, 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 where just sign. It's hard to capture them, actually. You need to like offer benefits and bonuses and like interesting projects. It's hard work, bro. I was a hiring manager. I know what it's like to fucking have 10K for a position and you just don't find no one. You have to fucking fight. Be like, hey, yo, please, can you come meet me? Maybe that's the reality, bro. The higher that you know what you want, the more strategic that is your approach for your career, the harder it is for hiring managers and recruiters to like get a little bit of your time. Clear? Clear? Dope.
Thank you.
Any other question? Good. Okay, we can stop here.